Oh yeah, I got it on pay-per-view, even though I didn't watch the whole thing. Well, yeah, Andy, it was like 10 hours long. I mean, oh, yes, sirree, I sure did record that whole thing. Oh, the whole thing. You know, it was billed as Back to the Beginning. Okay? And it was it's the first time that the original Black Sabbath had played together since Ozfest 2005. That would be, we're talking Tony Iommi, Bill Ward, Geezer Butler, and of course the great Ozzy Osbourne. Ozzy! All right. Like I said, it was 10 hours long, all day Saturday, started early, hosted by Jason Momoa. Yeah, he hosted the whole thing. He ended up in the mosh pit when Pantera was playing. Dropped his microphone, gave his personal items, his cell phone and stuff to a roadie, and off he went, man. We're going into the mosh pit, man. We're in the mosh pit. Man, can you imagine moshing with Jason Momoa? He's a big dude. Aquaman's a big dude. It was quite a show. Where? It was live from Birmingham, England, sold out, and that's Birmingham, England. That's where Black Sabbath, that's why it's back to the beginnings, all right? Sold out, like I said, sold out. Stadium held at what, 45,000? Yeah, sold out. Ozzy, put it honestly, he didn't look great. I mean, it was great seeing him. You know, on the board! I mean, it was great seeing him. He didn't look, well, Parkinson's. Yeah, he looked like he had Parkinson's. Plus his lifestyle that he lived, you know, anything that, all that caught up to him, you know, definitely took its toll. He could walk, the Ozman cometh, he could walk with assistance and a cane, but he couldn't stand to sing. If you've seen Heart Turn this summer, Ann Wilson's sitting down. She's had some health problems, but he was sitting on a king's throne, Ozzy Osbourne, the Prince of Darkness. Boy, watching him sing, Mama, I'm coming home. I mean, watching that for the last time, you're not going to see him again. All right. This was, it's probably going to be the last time you're going to see Ozzy doing anything. Between his age, his health conditions, and he even said before this was a huge undertaking to get him to play. I mean, it was fabulous to watch. I've already seen clips on YouTube. Yeah, it's nice to have the whole thing in order. 10 hours. Yeah, just a little over 10. 10 and like 12 minutes. It wasn't, but 10 hours. Who else played? Well, it was an Ozzy tribute, so all the bands that played one or two Ozzy songs, but they had their own stuff too that, people came to see Ozzy, but there was, let's see, who else was there? I mentioned Pantera, Anthrax, Tool, Metallica, Slayer, Guns N' Roses, Heck, even Steven, I'm Never Gonna Sing Again, Tyler from Aerosmith was there. It's a milestone in music history, all right? It was worth recording, worth watching. If you're familiar, I mean, Ozzy he had quite the career. I mean, Black Sabbath all the way through till he started his own, and he had how many albums on his own? Like Diary of a Madman, Blizzard of Oz, The Ultimate Sin, No Rest for the Wicked. Jeez. Yeah, so it was really cool to watch. If you missed it, if you didn't know about it, a lot of people that I've talked to said, we didn't know. It's like, man, it's been promoted online, it's been on television, they've promoted it everywhere. So, I got it, Andy. I got it, everybody. Come on over to my house, we're having an Oz Fest. All right. Over the mountains. All right. Good morning. It is Monday, July 7th, and a happy birthday to Ringo Starr. No, I can't take it no more. I'm tired of waking up on the floor. Yep, Ringo turns 85 years old today on a sunny Monday morning. Andy, throw the temp up. What is it? 6 o'clock, a little bit after 8. It's 60 degrees, 61. Supposed to have a high. Hot today. Hot today. Even hotter tomorrow and Wednesday. We're actually looking at the first hundreds. For the first time this summer, I'm seeing two different things right here. I'm seeing that, we're going to have 98 degrees. Somebody else is saying 100. It's going to be hot time in the summertime. Oh, yeah. We're dry here in central Montana. Drought conditions all around this past weekend. We had rain on the 4th during the afternoon. That was nice, but it's already dry again. Yeah, it's already dry as a bone. All right, before I get any further along this morning, I'd like everybody to remember to give this podcast a like. That's right over here. See the thumbs up and the thumbs down? Give me a thumbs up. Tell me I'm doing a good job. And if you haven't already, please come on over here to the left over here, the subscribe button down there. That's, hit subscribe. If you hit the subscribe button, you'll be notified of any new content, new podcasts, anything else that's coming up. And you'll have a chance to win some fabulous prizes. So hit subscribe so you don't miss a thing. We also have our polls. Do we have a poll up this morning, Andy? We do have a poll up. And what is it? Do you think fireworks are a problem in Great Falls? All right. Where's my prop? And this morning's podcast is brought to you in part each and every Monday morning by our good friends down at the Great Falls Gazette. Locally owned, locally operated. It's your only source for local news that matters to you. Did I make the cover? No, I did not make the covers. But if I ever do, and you know the drill, I'm going to buy 5 copies for my mother. Hey, going to see my smiling face on the cover of the Great Falls Gazette. Oh, yeah. Yeah, what's on the cover? Ooh, the house fire here at Great Falls is on the cover of the Sunday Gazette. That's yesterday's. I think we're going to talk about that, aren't we, a little bit? Yep. And on the back, here's where we'll be. We're going to, wanted for the worst podcast on Crime Stoppers, Pipewrench. All right, what do we got on Crime Stoppers? Ooh, look at Angela. Look at Angela getting all like gangster-like, got the pose going. And at the bottom we got Brandon, Kelsey, and Ashley are all arrested. Good job, Great Falls Police, getting those. Don't do the crime if you can't do the time. All right, though. Boy, look at Angela. She's got an attitude, doesn't she? Holy mackerel on a Monday morning, even the boot. All right, Monday, July 7th. How was your 4th of July, Andy? Noisy. And that is an understatement. Seems to me that the whole 4th of July celebration, as far as fireworks are concerned, have gotten completely out of control. Last night on a Sunday night, 4th was Friday. Sunday night, last night, things were going still off. Not a lot, but still, boom, boom, here and there. Enough that the dogs are on edge. Okay? So, I mean, it seems like the fireworks have been going on forever. And they kind of have, okay? The selling and setting off and displays and doing the fireworks thing in the city limits of Great Falls, Montana, can only take place July 2nd, July 3rd, and July 4th. That's the only time you can buy them. That's the only time you're supposed to be lighting them off. And what is it, from 8 to midnight? Not 3 o'clock in the morning, setting off your, what are they called, those kegs or whatever? Yeah, 3 o'clock, not that. Okay. However, now the problem is that, like you're just like questioning, like, well, how come we hear them all the time? Well, fireworks can be sold within Cascade County. What is it, the 26th, 27th, 28th, right there, 27th? Okay? So you can't buy them in the city limits till the 2nd. But in Black Eagle, I mean, you're like in Great Falls and Black Eagle, then in Great Falls again. So in Black Eagle, you can buy them almost a week earlier, okay? And the city limits and the county limits have this weird little line, it zigs and it zags, and there's some places that it's the county, and there's some places that it's the city, okay? I didn't know this, but the parking lot, is it still, I was reading earlier this morning, really early. Why were you got us here so early? Reading here this morning, early in the morning, that part of the halftime, y'all know where the halftime is if you live in Great Falls. It's over on the west side. It's in that weird area. Evidently, part of the halftime parking lot is officially in the county. And so the halftime lets them, set up shop there because because fireworks shops are a huge revenue draw. It's like Girl Scout cookies, only with fireworks. A lot of people are, okay, yeah, exactly. So, and so, do you think that people that are buying the fireworks early that live in the city limit, because evidently from my neighborhood, everybody in the neighborhood's buying their fireworks in the county a week earlier. Okay? Well, my question was going to be, Andy, well, do you think that people are waiting, because the law in Great Falls says don't blow them off until the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. So you're buying them on the 27th, 28th. Are you waiting, 5 days to blow them off? No, they're not. No. Fireworks start in Great Falls community as soon as they go for on sale in the county, whatever it is, 26, 27, 28, the neighborhood's all blowing up, okay? That's when the fireworks start, okay? Well, we were listening to them again last night and Sunday night, so that's what? Friday, there's 7, 8, 9 days now, straight? Okay. I swear in the Riverview area this weekend, Saturday night, which was the 5th, was almost as bad as the 4th. The only reason it wasn't as bad as the 4th is because we didn't have the people downtown and the Park and Rec's fireworks display going. But Saturday night in Riverview, Valley View area, CMR area, all that, Riverview School area, that area, man, it was just banging. It was just as bad. Houses lighting up, dogs are scared. Yeah, and supposedly by last night, Sunday night, it was a big no-no. But there we were. Okay? Probably get them today, too. I just can't... How rude, and thoughtless does someone have to be to know that, it's like, well, I see on the internet everybody's complaining, and I see that it's not real popular, but I'm going to light them up for 9 straight days in the middle of the night, and I don't care. God, the scanners were just going absolutely crazy all weekend long. And the city authorities, yeah. You got the scanner lighting up all weekend long. When I'm reading the authorities reported several fires over the weekend, over the last week in Great Falls. Super dry in the area all week last week, yeah. Regionally, we had a lot of fires, too. Yeah, not just Great Falls, but Cascade County and all the regions around here. Yeah, so people are seeing that and saying, well, maybe we should celebrate more. On the 2nd, day that we could blow fireworks on the legally in the city limits, there was a big house fire. Where is it at here? This house fire, this house fire right here. Killed an elderly woman and her dog and her cat. It's over on the southwest side of town. I believe it's the 1000 block. Yeah, 1109 2nd Avenue Southwest. It's right over there, out over there by St. Vinny and all that neighborhood. Okay. Wednesday evening, Andy. Wednesday evening started calls coming in around calls coming in around 7 o'clock. Yeah, it's the first, like I said, it's the first digital day that you could set off fireworks, and the city ordinance now says that you can only discharge fireworks in your own property, or on, not in it, not inside, but on your own property. On your own personal property. Not in the street, not in the alley, your own personal property. So someone was negligent with their fireworks because they landed in an elderly woman's yard, which it was overgrown. She was an elderly woman. No one was helping her with her yard. And someone blew some fireworks into her yard. And now her pets are dead and she's dead. I haven't heard of any suspect. I haven't even heard if they're going to investigate this. I would be surprised if they didn't, and if I'd be surprised if they did, if that makes any kind of sense at all. You know, someone obviously broke the law and discharged fireworks in her yard because she was at home. She was elderly in her house, and so she didn't do it. So I hope there's an investigation. I hope that Great Falls Police Department or whoever, detectives, give this a good look. Someone was negligent. That's not cool. What I did hear, though, Andy, is that there was so many people gathered at the scene that emergency responders had a hard time responding. Everybody's there with their phone, trying to see what's going on. And the fire department's going to get there, and, they're everywhere. So they had a hard time getting in to save this woman's life. Could that have contributed to her death? Don't know, but it's sad because that's how society is now. I mean, if I was there and I lived there, or I was outside and I saw a fire starting and I knew that there was a dog and a cat and an old woman living in the house, I would be inclined to beat feet over there as fast as I could, go in there and then get in there and see what I could do, maybe. I don't know. I mean, it's hard to be an armed quarterback, but, okay. Yeah. It's just a problem. I mean, all you got to do is look at social media and you can see that we have a definite problem with fireworks in Great Falls. And this weekend, Facebook, social media was full of countering opinions. Okay, in Montana now, right now in Montana, most cities have banned or limited fireworks due to the problems right now that we're having right here in Great Falls, Montana. Okay, the same problems they had, now we're having them. Missoula, Butte, Helena, Billings, Bozeman, all have bans in place. Kalispell, right, all have bans in place. Missoula and Kalispell actually are out patrolling, I hear, and enforcing this ban and fining and ticketing. Right. Now, I understand that is our right, everybody's right, to celebrate the birth of our country. I mean, I get it, all right? All right, I know, all right? And we're celebrating our freedom, our independence. It's like, screw you, King George III, all right? But it seems to have gotten out of it if they're banning this in cities in Montana and other cities. You can't blow up the neighborhood in California. And I'm like, oh, California, everybody's at California, this guy. You just can't do it. Of course, old women and their pets are dying in California because they've taken measures to stop that. I live in the Riverview, Valley View area. I'm not really sure where I live. It's over by the high school area, and it is a nightmare. It is literally a war zone over there. All week long. All week long, it's picking up debris in the yard, picking up the debris on the sidewalk, getting up on the roof because there's stuff up on the roof. Okay? I've had paint on cars and trucks scorched. The garage roof was scorched a couple years ago. Bushes out back lit on fire. Dogs freaking out. Did I mention debris on the yard and the roof all over the place? I mean, piles of it. Okay. I just don't see it so patriotic to be blowing up stuff all week long and leaving stuff over your neighbor's yards, violating city ordinances and messing with dogs and veterans who live right next door to you. I know I've been there, I've done that. I'm not, I wasn't always old. Okay, when I was a kid, we had Roman candles, we had M80s, we had cherry bombs. Okay, so don't tell me that, yeah, you're old, you don't know how it's like. We blew up mailboxes, all right? We were kids in the 70s, 60s. You get older, you get wiser. And some of these people that are doing this all over our community and the patriotic, blowing everything up, are older people and should know that, look, a week-long fireworks display really isn't necessary. It's like when your rights, like trample other people's rights or oversee their rights, sure, you have the right to blow off fireworks. The ordinance says, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, you have the right to blow off fireworks from 8 a.m. to midnight. That's what the order. You can blow all the fireworks you want. You can blow up M80s. You can do anything. Roman candles. Those 3 days. Okay? The police, me, we're all going to be out there blowing stuff up with you. But when you're blowing stuff up all week long, the day after, last night on a Sunday night, you're starting to ruin it for everybody else. There's always that guy. Yeah, there's always that one guy. And there seems to be a lot of those guys anymore. It's the time we live in. No accountability. People do whatever they want. They feel that it's right to do whatever. I'm patriotic. I want to blow off fireworks for a week straight. Yeah, but it's burning people's houses down, and it's violating the city ordinance. Well, I don't care. That's what it seems like anyway. Okay? You don't have a right to blow up fireworks. It's a privilege. Nowhere in the Constitution, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness does not qualify. You can't supersede through, well, fireworks is going in there. No. Fireworks, driving, all those are privileges. If you misuse them, you might lose those privileges. I mean, you have the freedom of speech, right? We all have the freedom of speech. We certainly don't have this right to go run into a theater, fire, fire. You don't have that right. Okay? Okay. So, you have the right to blow off fireworks on the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Not on the 5th and 6th and 7th. Not on the 28th and 29th and 30th. and 1st. Okay, you see how that's not, okay? See how that works? Cities across the country have deemed that its citizens have abused the privilege of using fireworks, and it looks like Great Falls is like headed that way. At the July 15th City Commission meeting, City Commissioner Rick Tyron will be seeking commission consensus on a report for a draft resolution, code change, banning fireworks in only the city limits. Like I said, most cities have done this. This would be starting next year in 2026. I talked to Rick. I interviewed Rick with the commission would develop a proposal for consideration. It would be subject to the normal process of like debate, public input, public comment, vetting. We could go to the mission and say we like it, we don't like it. Also, in my conversation with Rick, he stated that this is an issue not for the commission to decide. This is an issue for the voters to decide, and I couldn't agree more. I think it's time that we have a vote and see what the majority of the citizens of Great Falls feel. Andy, what do you think? Andy's giving me the thumbs up and this thing. So, looks like we're almost out of here. So, that's my take on fireworks. Don't blow me up over it, all right? Spay and neuter, adopt, don't shop, foster, rescue, volunteer, and hey, adopt a shelter pet today. It is going to be scorching for the next 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. Get out there and hydrate. Till next week. See you later.